In a land shrouded by mist and memory, there was a traveler named Elara. Her journey led her to the edge of a deep chasm, a vast emptiness that separated her from the sunlit lands she yearned to reach. Spanning this divide was a single ancient bridge, shimmering with a faint ethereal light. It was known as the Bridge of Echoes, and it was her only way forward. Elara took her first step onto the bridge, her heart a mix of hope and apprehension. The planks beneath her feet felt solid, and the far side, though distant, seemed attainable. She walked on, her gaze fixed on the horizon. But soon a familiar pang of regret tugged at her heart. She thought of a harsh word spoken to a friend, a choice made in haste that she wished she could undo. The memory was so vivid, so sharp, that she instinctively turned to look back at the path she had left behind. As she turned, a strange tremor ran through the bridge. She saw the planks she had just crossed vanish into the mist, as if they had never been there. The bridge was now shorter. A cold knot of fear tightened in her stomach. What was happening? She shook her head, dismissing it as a trick of the light, and forced herself to turn back towards her destination. She walked on, trying to focus only on the future. But the past is a persistent whisperer. Another memory surfaced, a moment of cowardice, a time she stood by when she should have spoken up. The shame burned fresh, and without thinking, she glanced over her shoulder again. More of the bridge dissolved behind her, the chasm now yawning closer than before. The path forward seemed to have grown longer, while the path back had ceased to exist entirely. Panic began to set in. Every look back, every moment spent dwelling on a mistake or a regret, was costing her ground. The bridge wasn't just a physical structure. It was a representation of her own journey through life. Each time she lingered in the past, she lost a piece of her present, making the future feel even more out of reach. She remembered an old saying her grandmother used to tell her: "You can't start the next chapter of your life if you keep rereading the last one." The words echoed in her mind, clear and true. The bridge wasn't punishing her, it was teaching her. It was showing her that regret is a chain, and looking back only strengthens its hold, pulling you away from where you need to be. Her pack felt heavy, not with supplies, but with the weight of her yesterdays. She thought of all the what-ifs and if-onlys she carried. Each one was a stone, and with every step they threatened to drag her down into the abyss below. She looked at the sunlit lands ahead, a promise of warmth and new beginnings. Then she looked at the mist-filled chasm behind her, a void of what was and could no longer be. A profound understanding washed over her. The past was not a place to live, but a place to learn from. Those mistakes, those regrets, they weren't anchors meant to drown her. They were lessons carved into her soul to make her wiser, stronger, and more compassionate. They had shaped her, but they did not have to define her. With a deep breath, Elara made a promise to herself: no more looking back. She straightened her shoulders and faced forward, her eyes locked on the distant shore. She began to walk, not with frantic speed, but with a steady, deliberate pace. When a regretful memory tried to surface, she acknowledged it, whispered, "I learned," and then let it go, like a leaf carried away by the wind. Plank by plank, step by step, she crossed the chasm. The bridge no longer shortened. It held firm beneath her feet, supporting her journey forward. The mist began to thin, and the sunlight on the other side grew brighter, warmer, more welcoming. Finally, her feet touched solid ground. She had crossed. She turned one last time, not with regret, but with gratitude. The bridge of echoes was now gone, having served its purpose. It taught her the most vital lesson of all. Our past is a place of reference, not a place of residence. To truly move forward, we must learn to walk ahead without the weight of looking back. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey today. If this story resonated with you, I'd be so grateful if you'd like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need to hear it. Until next time, keep walking forward.